Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel, and if you are watching me for the very first time, welcome to my favourites, my reality. And for this brand new review, I shall be talking about 2019 Gore Fest, Boar. Let's get going, shall we? Now, the plot of this film is very simple. A boar, or wild pig, the size of a 4x4, goes on a murderous rampage in the Australian outback, seeking destruction and blood wherever it can get it. Now, when you're watching this film, you may spot a few recognisable faces from the horror genre. Now, if you are a fan of horror films in general, you will recognise this man, Bill Mosley, who you'll know from most of his work with Rob Zombie, from The Devil's Rejects, a fucking weird franchise that he's created with him and those characters. So he's from that and many other small roles he's had, but he's mostly known for The Devil's Rejects and the films that came after it. And now for this man, Mr. John Jarratt, who played the lead antagonist in the Wolf Creek franchise. And last but not least, Mr. Nathan Jones, who you'll recognise, one, for he's extremely fucking massive, and he was also in WWE briefly as a wrestler. He's had bit parts in all kinds of films, in all kinds of genres, so he's not particularly known for the horror genre, but he's been in a few, so can't really knock him. After watching the film, I've got to admit, I was pleasantly surprised, very happy with how it came out and how I enjoyed it. I wasn't expecting to. I just wanted a bit of easy watching in the evening after a long day at work and just a long day in general. But overall, very happy with it. The blend of the animatronics or the puppetry, one, I know they're kind of the same, well they're not, but you know what I mean. The blend of that and the hints of the CGI and the small scenes of CGI that they used to bring it to life, just so it didn't look completely just one big thing and all they moved was the head. The way they did that, I think they blended it quite well, and overall very happy with how it came out and enjoyed it. Now, the music throughout really does set the scene. It gets you engrossed, especially for me. I got engrossed into watching it. It's made it very more dramatic, I won't say, but more cinematic, and more that it felt like the musical score it had, it deserved to be on the big screen, not straight onto DVD or onto TV. Like I think this was put onto TV first and then released on DVD, but I don't know, either or. I think I felt with the music, it deserved to be on the big screen. Fortunately, with probably the cast they had and the creature effects, probably weren't able to get it up to that kind of standard. But for me, I personally enjoyed it. I feel with some films, they put out the action, but then there's not music to, I don't know, get goosebumps. For me, if the film has a good soundtrack and it like gets you there or in your head, it it triggers a response that you want to keep watching. The music in this film does that for me, and I hope it will for you, and hope you will go watch it. Especially with the stalking scenes where the boar is after its victims and when it just attacks out of nowhere. It really is spot on and I can't praise it enough. And considering this film probably didn't have the biggest budget in the world, that's also highlighted probably by the cast and that only a few of them are quite well known. The rest of them, maybe they're known in Australia, but overall they're not really big household names apart from one or two. But I feel that with the budget they had, they did try to make this a cinema-worthy film as they possibly could, and in some ways it gets you there. Now, this might be a bit of a spoiler alert, but I won't tell you who. But it is a shame to see some of the more recognisable faces be killed off a bit earlier than you were expecting, or not have as big a role, being more a supporting part of the film. Maybe that's just to highlight some of the talent that they already had in the film. I personally did see it. Most of the action was a bit crap apart from the actual experienced people. But overall it sets, I don't know. I would have liked to have seen them last more in the film or get a bigger part, but I won't tell you who. So please go watch it, it's fine. Yeah, there's no more spoilers throughout this. Or is there? No, there isn't really. Or is there? I don't know. So please go watch it. It is a shame. But overall, I think they got the balance right. And with a TV/B movie like this, it's very hard to be scared by the jump scares that they try to put into films like this. But this one actually does get you, and the special effects they use for some of the attacks really do get you and think, oh, that was good. I was expecting that. Now down to the cast. There are, as I said, a few recognisable faces who tried to do what they can in this film to make it the best it could possibly be, surrounded by the supporting cast. So overall, pretty decent. With regards to production, as most of it is filmed outside, they didn't really have to build many sets. There's only 1 or 2 inside buildings that they use. So overall, for what they had and what they used, pretty decent job. With regards to script, as you can imagine, it was very simple, but very well done in a very simple way. Nice, clean, easier for the actors to perform. And you had people that didn't want to exaggerate their lines. There is a few stereotypical scenes of Australians, how they're usually portrayed in movies with constant swear words and outbursts and with their language and stuff like that. But overall, it was done the right way. So overall, pretty decent. Now the big one. Would I watch it again? Yes, I would. I would. I've thoroughly enjoyed it. And there are a few bits where it can make you laugh with the language they use and some of the scenes. They are scenes that are usually done in horror movies, like there's campfire at night with the young kids and then they get killed off, or do they? And some of them escape, but do they? And with a creature feature like this, it's one that I would watch. And it's one of the very few creature feature movies that I would actually love to watch again and again. Right guys, that's it. Thank you very much for watching. This is the end of this review. If you have enjoyed it and you want to support the channel and you don't want to miss out on all my future stuff, go click subscribe, leave a like, leave a cheeky comment down below and hit the notification bell. Thank you guys for watching, guys. Hope you have enjoyed. I'll see you next time. Don't forget to go check out my previous stuff and I'll see you another day. Bye-bye.